What's going on, y'all? David Logan back for another video, man, and we talking spicy today. You saying hitting and chilling at the park right now, bro. But I just wanted to come on here and just send y'all a message real quick, and it's really about accepting the fact that you and your life does not look like everybody else's. So think back in the 1600s. Phones were not a thing. To hear news, it would have to come on a bird flying it to you, or a horse bringing it to you, or something of the sort, or else you wouldn't have known. But with social media, and this video is not about social media, with social media, it makes you see so many different people's lives, and how you have something to compare yourself to. So I see that this person has this and I have this. Would I rather have what I have, or would I rather have what they have? And sometimes that can lead us to not only look at that person in an envious way, but also prevent ourselves from going on our unique path. So if you want to have the most authentic life path that you are supposed to go, you're just supposed to be beating the person that you were yesterday. So if you made $1 million yesterday, you make 1.1 today. But if you're constantly looking at everybody else for levels to go to, it's cool to be like inspired by somebody, but if you're just constantly like, I gotta beat this person, I gotta be better than this person, this specific person, and where they are specifically in life, I have to be bigger than that. And that's what I'm gonna compare myself to. That's how I'm gonna gauge myself. And that breeds envy, that breeds lack of self-confidence, that breeds identity crises. It breeds a lot of things, because it's still think, I have this right now and they have that, and I want to go get that. So then you start working for months and hours and hours and hours on trying to get that thing, not even knowing that you're not even supposed to have that. You're looking at the wrong thing. This thing, dang, my fault. But it's those comparisons that we did not have when we were just like clueless kid. When we were a clueless kid, we did not have the comparisons of, oh, this person has this and it allows them to do this and it looks this way and feels this way and this is the material. We didn't have that. All we had was this thing does this specific task and it gets it done. And that's how I feel about stuff, is that if it can get the job done, if your car can go from A to B, it does not matter what car you're in. Of course, you don't always have to want to be in that car, but you have to accept that this is my reality and this is the point that I'm at right now, or this was my starting point, something of the sort, and allow yourself to grow through the specific life path that you are supposed to grow through. You get what I'm saying? So when you look on social media and you see somebody else and what they have, you don't know anything but 0.001% of the story. You don't even know 1% of the story behind how they got that, unless they told you. But most people just post their highlights. So you only know 0.001%, and you're constantly beating yourself up because you don't have exactly what they have. You're playing a losing game. Like, bro, that's literally self-sabotage. To sabotage myself because I'm doing the wrong thing, or I'm doing the wrong thing for my life specifically. I'm sabotaging my life. I'm self-sabotaging my life. Looking at this comparison to other people, I'm sabotaging my life. Do you want to sabotage your life? I don't want to sabotage my life. I don't want to hurt myself. I want to love myself. I want to build myself up. And I can't do that if I'm constantly comparing myself to the guy on Instagram that just got a Maybach, not even knowing that he's been working for it for 30, 40 years and he just turned 62. You know what I'm saying? And I'm 22 looking at this stuff. So me personally, I haven't had like a huge problem with comparison. There was a point as a kid where I did, in terms of just one of my friends. It was just something that you didn't know what you were doing, and it led to a specific point. But other than that, I haven't had like a huge problem with, dang, this person. The problem that I had was with time And how I resolve that is to control what I can control, and to understand that time is just an illusion. Time is what I make it, honestly, because I get to choose what I do with every second. The only thing is, it's not going to stop. It's not going to rewind. It's not going to backtrack. It's not going to do any of those things. So I have to keep that in mind when I'm operating. But if I'm comparing my timeline to someone else's timeline, when they were supposed to become successful in 1 year, I'm supposed to take 5 years, because there's some vital situations in that 5 years that I needed that this person didn't need for their life, because they needed to become successful to get the situations that they need for their life a little bit faster. So comparing your timeline, comparing your life, comparing your trials and tribulations, comparing your trauma. Don't compare it, bro. It's hard to show love in a genuine format when you are comparing yourself to somebody. Like, if I had a friend that became successful last year, and I go around them, and I'm like, dang, they did this. They're right next to me. They're no different than me. Like, why don't I have this stuff? Like, bro, you cannot be out here saying that, bro. That's so weird, bro. Honestly, to look at somebody else and be like, I should have what they have, that's so weird, because you don't have any qualifications. You have zero qualifications for what they have been able to acquire. Zero. You want to know why? Because the things that happened in their past that led up to that moment of them getting that thing that you so want so bad, that was specific to them. I had to learn those lessons. The same with you, the same with me. There's that. Only me in my life, with the perspective that I had towards the situations, certain lessons that I have the opportunity to learn. So one of the mindset changes that I love is to look at everything as an opportunity. Anything. Everything is an opportunity. If you're faced with a quote-unquote problem, you are faced with an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to learn, an opportunity to gain knowledge, and you need to take that opportunity and meet it with preparation. How can you meet the opportunity of a problem with preparation? By developing a problem solver mindset. Because I have a problem solver mindset, I am able to look at this problem and figure out ways to get past it or to remedy it. It's a domino effect, and that's why it takes so long to become successful for real. At least in a long form format. Most people do not get it on one try, bro. Like, it takes many tries. A lot of people go broke and get it back after they learn the lessons that they needed to learn, to have that longevity. But some people go broke. Some people acquire it and they do everything the correct way to set themselves up for long-term thriving success, and they get it done. But you cannot compare yourself to them. You have specific situations. They have their own. Do not dwell in that, because if you are looking at your friend like that, you are going to develop envy. You're going to become jealous of them. And that's not good for anybody. You're just going to ruin that relationship. You're going to ruin a friendship because you chose to compare yourself with somebody. They didn't even ask you to compare you with them. They didn't even ask you, hey, bro, compare yourself to me, bro. Like, what? Nobody says that. So don't be out here ruining your friendships and your relationships just because you feel like you want what somebody else has. You don't even know what it bears to have those things. Like, what if you saw somebody just get a new Ferrari, and the second they came out the lot, they took them pictures and posted it on Instagram, but the second they came out the lot, they accidentally hit a curb, and it costed them $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 just to get the side skirts fixed. But you like, dang, I want a Ferrari so bad. Yeah, man, so love yourself. Loving yourself is loving your life path, loving your specific process. And when you can do that in a genuine format, in a way that isn't affecting other people, I think you'll be in a pretty good space. I think I would be in a pretty good space. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all for watching. I will catch y'all in my next video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, stick around for more information. Catch y'all.